Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I am your host, Data T, and this is my channel, The Good Guys. Guys, today's story comes out of Indianapolis, and the title reads, Court documents the man accused of shooting two Indianapolis CVS workers before another man shoots suspect. Now, before we get into this, if you guys wouldn't mind leaving a like, comment, subscribe, I would appreciate it. All right, let us dive in.
That's off tonight. I'm Dustin here with Anne Marie, and we begin at 6 with new information on last week's triple shooting at a CVS.
46-year-old Terry Rowe Jr. now is facing formal charges for that crime. Police say it all started over a prescription at the pharmacy there. Now one of the victims is talking with our Ella Rhodes.
October 7th was not a normal day of work for Jerry Brady as a shift manager at this CVS on 10th Street.
There was a bunch of screaming in the back of the store at the pharmacy. I go to the back of the store to see what's going on. The guy is at the counter, berating one of our techs.
According to new court documents, that pharmacy tech left the building. But police say the suspect, 46-year-old Terry Rowe Jr., continued harassing the employee outside as she waited for her ride home.
At that point, go put something in his front pocket. I knew it was a gun. I know it was. I called my store manager at that time, and I said, I feel for our lives. And she said, call the police.
After the pharmacy tech's boyfriend arrived to pick her up, police say he's seen in surveillance video talking to Rowe outside. That's when police say Rowe pulled a gun and started shooting, hitting the pharmacy tech outside and Brady, who was still inside the store.
My arm, literally just flew back, and I was losing so much blood they thought I was going to die.
Police say the pharmacy tech's boyfriend returned fire, shooting at Rowe, and was released by police after questioning.
Okay. Something that I love to see this, when people they mess around and they find out, okay? This started in the back of a pharmacy, okay? The argument moved to another venue. I know from personal experience, usually when something is not been resolved and it goes from one place to another, especially if it goes from inside to outside of a building, it's going to heat up, okay? Sometimes it cools down, people squash it, but not all the time. Kudos to the boyfriend because, number one, he was there just to pick up his lady, okay? He was unknowing, and he was able to take care of business. This joker who decided he wanted to shoot the place up learned, and he found out. Kudos and amen to this brother who was able to do this. Let's get to the rest of the story.
Within an hour, police say Rowe showed up at a local hospital for a gunshot wound.
This had a lot of cooperation from community members, people that had just witnessed a shooting, something very traumatic, and were able to stay on scene and offer that information to us and help us identify suspects.
1 week later, IMPD says they arrested Rowe, who allegedly shot Brady and the other employee. Rowe is now charged with 11 counts, including aggravated battery, unlawful possession of a firearm by a serious violent felon, battery with a deadly weapon, dealing meth, and more.
For your safety and security, this parking lot is being monitored by life.
Guys, if you go and read what else the man was charged for, they do list the entire 11 things. There are different counts and various different things, possession, and the guy's a felon on top of that, okay? He got a host of everything. Why do these people get to be out and about? And this is the problem and this is the other thing that you have to understand when you are the self-defender. And you do know this because by nature you're carrying a gun, but there are crazy people among us. And in my opinion, those people do not deserve to be in society because they've proven that they cannot be in society for the way that they act. And this is why this guy is a felon. Anyway, let's hear the rest. Sorry, guys.
Brady is still recovering from surgery. She says doctors put in 2 plates and 22 screws in her arm.
I will stay on it and make sure that he goes to prison.
Seeking justice on her road to recovery. In Indianapolis, Ella Rhodes, 13 News.
Police say they pulled Rowe and his wife over at a traffic stop yesterday. The couple then allegedly fled in their car, starting a chase before police then arrested Rowe and his wife. Rowe is due in court Thursday morning.
Unbelievable. The guy, he's got the nerve to show up at the hospital to get patched up. Bounces. I don't know how he didn't get bounced, but they pick him up, him and his wife, and he is fleeing from the police. Okay, it's just unbelievable. And here it is. Here's the list of charges here. 2 counts. 1 count intimidation, aggravated battery, obstruction of justice, criminal mischief, dealing in methamphetamine, possession of cocaine, possession of marijuana, unlawful possession of firearm, serious felony violent. You know, people like this, I just, you know, where is the hand of justice when you need it? You know, it's very slow. And let's hope he gets a long time in prison, okay? So that everyone involved can see justice and understand that it also pays to be a good guy.